This is what you want. This is what you get.
I get a lot of good ideas when I'm on holidays, and it was like this with my first track, What You Want. I had those lyrics in my head when I woke up one morning, and I just grabbed my laptop and recorded them straight in. And those vocals are the ones you can hear on the record still. I just processed them through like a vocoder. The music on the track, it's more raw and rough sounding, a bit more like my first album, Oi Oi Oi. With What You Want, I also wanted to bring back a little bit of the feeling I got with the Beastie Boys records I was listening to at that time. I was listening back to, you know, License to Ill and all that stuff, and I just love the way you can hear a lot of fun and b-boy and rawness all together, and I think that track has a little bit of that, and I wanted to bring that feeling and that vibe in this track, and of course mixed with, like, you know, the sounds I'm into. And so to me it sounds a little bit, I'd say a little bit old school, but yeah, I think it's a cool vibe.
Ecstasy. Now do it.
On Ecstasy, I had the same thing with the vocals. Just a year before, I was on holidays as well, and yeah, those vocals came to my mind as well when there was nothing around and no music for weeks. So I recorded those vocals in my MacBook as well, and they also stayed till the finished record. And but I made the music a little bit later. I remember I think it was 2011, before I played that huge festival, like a big festival in Las Vegas, and I needed a track to start my set, a new intro. So I had those vocals, those Ecstasy vocals, and I thought, okay, I'll just make something really stupid and banging. And then I came up with those sounds, and I also mixed it up a little bit with my, you know, kind of ongoing love for the old Kraftwerk records. So there's a little bit inspiration of that as well. Reality is, I think, is the oldest one on the record. I did this one around 1.5 or almost 2 years ago. The original idea was, you know, this very soundtracky or Terminator kind of style music. You know, I was listening to a lot of soundtracks, and especially the Terminator soundtrack, and I was really looking for the sounds they used on this, and I found out what it was, what synths, and, you know, it's all those OB8 or FM synths. In the end, it became a little story, this track, because it starts really dark, like the dark reality, but then it lightens up in the middle of the song for a little bit, and then it gets dark again. Yeah, it's more, for me, it's almost like a rock and roll song. It's probably by far the most, to me it's more club unfriendly, but then I showed it to some friends and they were like, yeah, I want to play it out, so that's different too. With Reality, it was really hard to finish it because you know, I didn't learn engineering or something, so I always go by what my ear says, and mixing down this track was really, really not easy. So it took me a while to finish it, and yeah, but now I'm really, really happy with it. It's it's also a pretty epic song. It's at one point I wasn't sure if it was too epic, but I just liked it. It's like a little picture to me, this track.